Please go subscribe to the Rumble channel for Franchise Sports TV under the name FSTV22. Now, I'm using that Rumble channel for any purposes of me getting kicked off YouTube and also for more of my spicier joints. It's free as well, and I have the freedom to say whatever I want to say as well. So go subscribe to FSTV22. That is Franchise Sports TV 22 on Rumble.
So, I usually don't talk about baseball. Sorry, my voice is going out. Too much yelling. I just got done playing the league game. Got our asses handed to us because we weren't playing as a team. So there's a lot of yelling that happens tonight. So my voice is gone once again. But some people might have known this video was coming. And it's coming. And I don't talk about baseball too much out here because it's depressing being a Milwaukee Brewers fan. The Milwaukee Brewers are probably the most disappointing Wisconsin team of all time. They are probably one of the most disappointing good teams of all time in baseball currently. You win 90 games and you only stay in the postseason for 27 hours. This is the second year in a row. Actually, I'll take that back. Since 2019, they have gotten to the playoffs and ended each playoff trip disappointingly. They lose in 2019. They lose to the eventual champion Washington Nationals in a wild card series. Embarrassingly. The bubble season, because I'm going to call it the bubble season because everybody was in the bubble, when they played 8 seeds, had 8 seeds there, I think they was like the 8th seed, they get walked down by the eventual LA Dodger champions. Skip to the next season, walked down by the eventual champions in Atlanta Braves. A lower seed too. I think they was like because I think they just added the 6th seed not too long ago. Was they a 5th seed? I forgot off the top of my head. But they lose to a lower seed. Similar to the Nationals, but to the Braves. Last year, they don't get to the playoffs. This year, they lose to the other hometown team, the Arizona Diamondbacks. A team that I wouldn't say was scavenging this season, but nobody really expected them to get to the playoffs. They was kind of rebuilding mode. So, they out of there again. Disappointing the city of Milwaukee once again. And it's not so much that they lost. They got swept. It is. But at the same damn time, they celebrate an NL Central division once again in a losing effort because I think they lost to the Cubs the night they won. They celebrate winning the division like they celebrating the World Series. Their celebrations is on par with the Bucks' final celebration. How much this team fails in the last 4 or 5 years, I wouldn't celebrate anything until I got to the World Series and won it. The Brewers have a loser mentality. They're a losing ass franchise. And I heard reports they might not even be in Milwaukee for long. I think they're going to try to keep them in Milwaukee. But this team is one of the most disappointing teams I ever rooted for. Now, the Packers haven't won a Super Bowl since 2010. Fine. Whatever. Fine. Whatever. Bucks, just 2 years ago, they won the championship. And hopefully, they can be winning another one with the new acquisition they got. But the Brewers, they are so disappointing. At least those two teams, the Packers and the Bucks, at least got into a Super Bowl or finals in the last 20-something years. I don't know how people in Milwaukee can root for this team every year. I'm disappointed, but it's like a parent. I'm disappointed. I'm angry, but I'm disappointed as well. But not to the point when I'm ranting and raving. I ain't got the voice for it. This is just every year. I can't do this no more with this team. They get the city of Milwaukee high hopes, and then they just let them down every year. Like a dad that said they're going to be at the game, but the dad don't show up to the kids' game. Letting the kids down. Oh, man. I think it's getting to the point my dad don't even pay attention to them anymore. He says it's torture to try to pay attention to them. Because they look like they can win 90 games, win almost 100 games, and just crap the bed. The only season I really get in a pass for failing was 2018. I think they was the number 1 seed that year. And they lost to the Dodgers and went to the World Series and got their ass spanked by the Boston Red Sox. And many people thought it was going to be a Brewers Red Sox World Series. But fate would have its way due to some questionable umpiring. Because we all know Red Sox, Boston versus LA series brings in money no matter what sport. Because I think it was right. Because they had the World Series with that. And then I think the next year after that, for the Super Bowl that year, it was the Rams versus the Patriots. They know they can make money off a Boston versus LA series in any sport. But this team is disappointing, man. I got nothing more to say. But I think everybody in Milwaukee is going to move their attention to the Milwaukee Bucks now. Since Dame time is there now, which is understandable. As far as the Packers are concerned, shoot. I think the Packers are giving more of a leash. Because they got a very young team, a young quarterback still trying to make his name in the NFL. So they're giving a leash. I'm not even expecting them to get to the playoffs. If they get to the playoffs, it's cool. I'm not expecting them to get far. They do make it to the playoffs. But I do say this. For Dame Lillard, and I'll probably say this in another video as well. Dame, mostly everybody on the team, the core pieces on the team, Brook Lopez, Giannis, Chris Middleton, Pat Connaughton, Bobby Portis. I'm trying to think of anybody else I'm forgetting right now. Those main pieces have been on this team. They know how to win. They already been to the mountaintop. They got a ring. I know they want another one, of course. But Dame Lillard, this is on you now. This is all on you. You talking this game of saying you at the same level of Stephen Curry. Man, I don't want to hear no excuses if you fail. Because you are going to feel my fire if you are the reason why this team fails. So anyways, not to deviate from the Brewers, but just say Brewers are one of the most disappointed teams ever to play baseball.